Hey everyone, welcome to another tutorial. And today, using 100 colored pencils, every little part of this drawing was done with colored pencils. Today we'll learn to draw Naruto in Baryon mode and his father Minato. Let's start the video. Let's start our tutorial then. Alright. I'm going to use a pencil so it's not too hard for you to see. With the pencil, you'll be able to see better what I'm doing, so I'll use a colored pencil and then I'll increase the video's saturation so you can see it more clearly. We're going to start our drawing by dividing it in half twice. This line here, I tried to make it in the center of the page, both lines here in the center and here in the center, because that way we get a more centered drawing. We're going to start on Naruto's side, okay? So I'll start with his face. I won't start from the top, I'll leave a little space because usually the ear isn't attached to this line. So we start from here. We'll finish here. Okay, we've completed this part. Okay, let's go guys. We'll have to start working on the eye now because we need to do this part here. Draw a line from there to here and another one here. If you notice, it starts thicker and gets thinner to keep the same pattern here, and it comes down.
Let me see.
Here's where Naruto's eyebrow will be. Look. The eyebrow, we're going to have his eye here, look. The eye, I'm going to draw the eyeball here. And the detail inside. Now, yes, we're going to come here and finish what we started, okay? But I need to take a look myself. Unfortunately, I need to check my reference because I don't remember how this part of Naruto is, okay? So I'm using a reference. Oh, okay, there's like a little curve here that closes off, which I didn't think would be straight, you know? And that's it. So here we add a detail in the middle so it doesn't look like this. We do his hair here, look. Alright, up here we start doing another part of the hair that will finish here, along with his ear. Now let's draw his ear here, look. With the hair here, look, so his hair is also really big, look. Make the ear, okay? Now we'll make two small strands. Not really strands though. Two small lines, one for the nose, one for the mouth, see? Naruto is almost done, so we're going to do it here. Just this little bit of hair, draw the neck here and here a part of his clothes.
Right?
And here guys, this part is easier. Look, we're going to do this one and this one here, see? When it's time to color, we'll create the entire effect on this side. Okay, so it can stay just like this, alright? Now, we're going to come back here to the side of our dear Minato and we're going to do him now, alright? Let's start Minato. Minato is easier than Naruto. If you manage to do Naruto, Minato is much easier. I'm going to start with a line here. See this line here, what it is? It's already a strand of his hair. So this line here, see? It kind of almost makes your whole drawing already. Because from it, see, for example, it's going to reach up there, the strand of hair on top. See? It's going to connect to it. So it's much easier. See, this other one connects to it. And that's how we do it here. See, we're going to draw the outline of the bandana. See, and that's good because once we've drawn the outline of the bandana, we'll go ahead and make the bandana. So all at once, see, since we're doing this part, then we can finish it up. See, and here we'll come. You mean that spiral section on the bandana, right? Okay. We did it here. Let's finish his face. His face will line up perfectly here with Naruto, okay? So let's go, let's do it here now. Look, it's going to line up perfectly with Naruto's. There's just one thing we won't be able to do. I think it's the mouth because otherwise it'll look weird. I'm going to do Minato's eyebrow here, right? It's near the headband. Thick at first, then thinner. Now let's do his eyes, see? and his eye. The difference will be when coloring, making it black from here on the inside. That's the special touch we're going to do, and now we're going to do it here. Look, the nose will still more or less line up with his mouth. I won't be able to do it, so I'll make it here. Look, right here and a line underneath, see? We're going to make those marks he has here, which is because he was reborn, resurrected. I don't know, alright, that's it. Now I do it here. Look. His clothes are done. Now I just need to finish the hair. This strand goes this way and ends here. Here comes another one here, another one here, another one here. And that's it. Let's do another one here too, right? So it doesn't look weird. Finish it. Here. That's it for the drawing tutorial. Let's outline and color it now. I'm sure it'll look great. I skipped outlining, but the video still ended up long. We'll start working on it now. And all the colors I was using, I'll try to leave them there on the side so you can see which colors I'm using. But let's go. I started a shadow with burgundy and then with dark red. It's because here on Naruto, I want this tone to be a bit more reddish, kind of orange. That's why I used an orange, and then I came in with a skin tone, which is light pink. The light pink is already a kind of pinkish skin tone, a bit reddish. I think it matched perfectly with the skin tone I wanted. Now on Minato's side, you'll notice I'm using different tones. So up until now, I'm only using colored pencils to do this skin. Let's go. I added 3 or 4 skin tone layers here, then used the eraser. Here next to Minato, I used cotton to blend, which is basically taking it and pressing pretty hard on top of the drawing. Then we can remove the white dots. Next to Minato, I'll use a white colored pencil to show the difference. So here in Naruto's hair as well, there are 2 shades of yellow, a dark yellow and a light yellow. If you don't have 2 shades of yellow, do like I did and use a little orange underneath so you can darken your yellow. I did it there, right? Shades of red and orange in the eyes, and now in this part of the eye, which is black, I did a layer of black. And then with the super soft pencil dark gray, I came and colored over the black. And then it got this kind of grayish black shade that you're seeing, which I think matched really well and turned out just right. Next, let's focus on the red and orange areas of the clothes, especially the collar and background, which will mainly use those colors. And then, if you notice, I do a first layer to prepare the paper, so I make this light layer. Then I go back and press a little harder. I'm pressing more because I'm using the super soft. If you're not using the super soft, you'll have to add more layers instead of pressing the drawing. And that's what you're seeing. I'm using the same shades, basically red, orange, and that's it. You just keep going, using those colors until you finish. At first I wanted to leave a part white, but then I saw it wouldn't look good, so I colored everything red. I tried to create an effect with a white pencil, but pressing too hard made it impossible. Even so, using white, they created an effect. See, let's go. Skin tone mastered. Here I started with dark brown, light brown, then with burgundy. I slightly enhanced these shadows and started with cinnamon, guys. I don't know what was going on with my cinnamon because sometimes it was drawing on the picture with another color, you see? So it ended up looking a little bit stained, but actually no, that wasn't the reason. It was because of the pencil. I don't know why, it was smudging, but even so, the skin tone on the hair turned out really nice. It's similar to Naruto, with 2 shades of yellow, one light, one dark. If you look next to Naruto, I used an orange on the dark part. With Minato, I didn't, so his hair ended up brighter. What do you think? His eye, on the other hand, has shades of blue and shades of gray inside the eye, and also that same shade of gray. That's what we colored here, see? And now let's do the bandana, a light blue, a dark one, and here in this part of the bandana, I used bluish gray and then white on top. Blend. And guys, I forgot. And it wasn't 100, it was 99 using colored pencils. Leave in the comments what you thought of my drawing. Check out the result, leave a like, subscribe, and see you in our next video.